Hey everyone, CMGT Bone here. In today's video, I want to show you guys how to use the build menu. First, I just kind of want to, this is my fancy farm, kind of use it to um, show you, I'll come back to this farm and show you other things on how everything works, but just kind of guess a shameless plug for myself on where I can be found. Have streamed on Twitch before this game, if anyone ever wants to visit and say hi when I do. CMGT Bone on Twitch. I've also got a Discord. And now, since I'm starting on YouTube, I kind of made a YouTube logo in the hey. So, yep, let's get into it. Something else I wanted to cover real quick. If you're on console and some lower devices like tablets and things, Roblox has a menu. If you go into settings and you come down here to graphics mode, you set it to manual and you move these bars down for quality. Like, look up here in the corner. As I add more, it adds more details and further distance. So if you do these, this is like really like not load nothing, load a little, load maybe like 3 or 4. That'll help your game performance. But I'm on a PC, so automatic seems to work okay for me. But that's just a bonus thing I sometimes say to people. Try that out, and they're like, "Oh, it helps," because if it's real laggy, or it just keeps a smaller circle of what loads on your game. So the build menu, it's this hammer here, and here's everything about it, real quick. It's on the bottom. First of all, don't forget that there's a layouts tab. You can make multiple layouts, and I took me forever. For some reason, I didn't know you could scroll, and if you're on a touch screen, you can swipe. You can get 10 layouts. And what is a layout? This whole farm. You can name it. When you click it, this whole piece of land shifts and you can design something completely different up to 10 times. So this layout that I'm currently on is called Fancy. When you click on these, you can edit them. You can do the name, you can click on the icon and it rotates through a whole bunch of different preset icons that come with the game, like, you know, grapes and trees and just different products. Over here is, I use the controller, so then it switches to D-pad, but otherwise you can use these arrows. I'll show you what rotate and move does in a second, but this button here, when I click it, it shows how much land I have, and you can buy, when you start with this land, and you can buy these here. 3 in the back, you pay Robux for. So that's how you expand your map. Delete, this is how you delete anything, including animals. So if I like to hit X on my controller. If I select this tree, it's highlighted red. Therefore, if I hit Y, it deletes it and I get my money back. And so now all of these different things, this is an extra package to get extra stuff. We have buildings. This is all the buildings you unlock with doing all the goals you have. And there's silos, and you can search for things like, if I hit enter, then these are all the silos, small, medium, and large ones for liquid and grain. Otherwise, you just click, we've got outdoor, this is all like trees and other things. Houses, what houses you have, furniture for the houses, roads. It's kind of, I'll show you this real quick. A road is thick like this, and then a path is thin like this. And when you have a road, you can move it around. If I hold Y, I can move the whole road. If I hit X, I can rotate 1 point, and then A will build it and B is cancel. And you can only build it when it is illuminated like this. If it's red, you can't do it. So that's how roads work. Back in the build menu. Fences. Fences work like this. These are all the fences, and these are 2 gates. So if you take a fence, you take a fence, and you move it, you can rotate it. Why don't I talk about this rotate down here? 11.25 is this many degrees to do turning. 45 is this. 90 is, well, 90-degree turns. And then 0 is like, you could do absolutely any position you want. And then it rotates around. I usually use 90s or 45s for most of my stuff. You can also resize these. Just move them and make a big box. Drop it down, then you can pick a gate. And when you're in gate mode, you can move the gate around and put it down. You can even do 2 of them like this. Only the owner of the farm can put gates down, so if you're helping someone build their farm, the owner must put the gates down. Don't know why, but that's just how it is. The other gate looks like this. It's a little door. And you can kind of see there's a grid to them. So now when you use these, you can open each one. And then you can open and close these. Some of these gates have details that you can tell which way it's going to go. There's a little handle here. There isn't a handle, so you know which way it's going to go. So you can kind of, when you build these, you can rotate them. If this is just one gate, I can make it slide the other way. But, so that's kind of how that works. Delete, select the gate. Fields. Okay. Standard field is for all crops in the game, everything you plant, like corn, rice, wheat, so on and so forth in the store. Trellises are for the new grapes that was just added, and forestry is for all things trees. Cocoa trees, small trees, big forestry, you have birch trees and cypress. So that's what those make. That dirt, it's the same, you just make a grid of dirt, a big old square. Animal care, this is all things animals need. Chickens have small boxes, sheep and cows use the big ones. There's 2-size chicken coops, 4, 10. Feeders, this is to bundle up wool for t-shirts. Beehives. Wow. Move, the move tool. If I select something, the move, I'm going to hit down on my, so this is moving it around. This is 1. If I hit down, I got 5. I hit down again, I got 10. So this square is really 10, the grid on the ground. And then 20. It makes the squares even bigger. And then 0 is like, you can really put it anywhere you want. I typically use 1 and leave it. And then objects, when you select them, you just click on them when you're in build mode. You can, I hit right on the D-pad to do this one right here. There's a paint menu. You can paint something a different color if available. Sometimes this is a drop-down list of different textures, like smooth and bricks, and some buildings have different things, and then you just hit save. So that is the build menu, and that's how I built my farms and the search over here. that's really all I wanted to put in this video. You can completely build your entire farm. So that is all I wanted to show at this time. So appreciate you guys very much. Thanks for watching, and if you like the video, you know what to do. Alright, take care. Bye.